how did yeah, I went to Harlem as well. But it's so funny that you said like mid-century. Welcome back to my channel. So this week we are filming an apartment tour in Astoria, Queens with Anne. Hi Anne, thanks for having us.
Thanks. My name's Anne. I just moved to New York about a year ago. I'm living in Queens and I work in international development with the IRC, and that's what brought me up to New York.
Nice. All right, let's start. So we are in your hallway. Coming in, we get a sense that you're someone who likes art, maybe?
Big time, big time.
Yeah. So can you walk us through what was your process?
So I feel like the hallway is such an important gateway into someone's home. As you noted, it just gives a great snapshot into, okay, what are they interested in? In my hallway, there's not much natural light, so I wanted to bring out some cool art pieces in bright colors to kind of balance it out a little bit.
Got it.
But also not making it too cluttered just because everyone's coming in and out. When I come home after a long day of work, the first thing I see is this like DC like Smithsonian Folklife Festival.
The things that are here, did you have them or did you bring them one at the time?
Before I lived in New York, I was in DC for about 3 years, and we had like a 2-story townhouse with like 1,600 square feet, and I was the one that outfitted the whole space. So a lot of these pieces kind of mirrored the way that we had it in our hallway, but definitely pared down a bit.
We are now in your bedroom. I feel kind of cheated because like everybody told me that, you know, New York apartment is so small and you know, you can't put anything in it. Bedroom is definitely bigger than mine.
It's a proper like one bedroom.
Again, what was your process, I guess, to decorate the place? Like, did you bring things from DC?
Yes, so a good chunk of everything in here is from DC. For me, the bedroom's like the most important space to unplug. I don't leave my phone in here, like there's just no electronics. But to me, it's really important of honoring that space and ensuring that I'm surrounded by really beautiful pieces. This dresser I got on Craigslist in DC for like $150, and it's like beautiful wood and like really centers the room. My grandma is really into textiles, and so she would always put like rugs on the walls, and so it's just like a beautiful little centerpiece. There's just a lot of good like natural elements, like the wood of the mirror, the wood of the dresser, and just like the linens on the bed.
What about the brands? Because you mentioned Craigslist. Are you someone who uses a lot of vintage?
So I grew up in New England, and we are just lucky with so many good antiques. And the nice thing, especially compared to DC or New York, or the antiques are really accessible and affordable because they're usually from families or estate sales or anything. Dealers from like DC or these cities, they go up to New England or other places and then, you know, bring it back to the city and jack up the price.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of mine are antiques that I've just picked up from over the years. I grew up thrifting with my parents, and really find that just such a joy. But yeah, I think just like Craigslist and just patience, and just, you might find something on the street that will really hit.
Yeah. Do you have maybe like any tip for someone who just moved into their home and is looking to decorate their bedroom?
I would say like the biggest one is just to not get overwhelmed and definitely focus on one room at a time. I've helped other friends with decorating who get just super freaked out of like, you know, I just went to IKEA and I bought XYZ from this set and it's not fitting, it's not melding. Really just being intentional and thinking about like, what do I want this space? Do I want a lot of people in this space? Do I want just myself?
All right, yeah. The space behind us is the bathroom. you were saying this is the smallest room in the apartment, so like how did you work with it?
Yeah, small bathroom, and I'll take that any day over a small bedroom or a small kitchen or anything. The bathroom has a lot of the original tiling. This building I think is from the early 1900s. So like the pink kind of tiles are definitely 80s style, but even like the floor tiles are really stunning. And so there wasn't much that needed to be done for this space, since it already had so many textures and colors going on. My place in DC, I had like the same little bathroom, so it was just nice to be like, right, everything's here.
And how do you work with storage?
It's really tough, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a skill that you get like in any city, especially in New York. So there's like a little vanity in this bathroom, and that like holds everything. Kind of forces you to just be really intentional and just think about what you're buying.
The curtain.
Urban Outfitters, a good classic little peach curtain.
Yes.
The nice blue bath mat is just from Target. And then the prayer rug is actually an antique found in New Hampshire.
Okay, so this little corner is beautiful. I love the prints.
These 3 prints are from Shepard Fairey, who did the Obey line, and he did this, I believe, in the wake of the Muslim ban. So in response, Shepard Fairey made these prints, the We the People series, which are really beautiful. I feel, especially since I work in international development, the beauty and importance in acknowledging refugees and immigrants just really speaks to my heart of kind of the... And then I love like this little nook because as you open the door, like the mirror is the first thing that like you get greeted, and like your first viewpoint is just like seeing the prints, the mirror, the little table and everything.
And so what about art in your home in general? How do you pick what you want?
So I used to before get really excited on keeping any and every piece of art. Now, especially moving to New York, kind of being really intentional with okay, like what's the memory that I can associate with this piece, or what is this clay kind of conveying?
Well, that is it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of this New York apartment tour in Queens, New York. In part 2, we will be exploring Anne's kitchen, then a living room where we'll talk books, vinyls, and all of the beautiful furniture in Anne's apartment. Thank you again, Anne, for having me. As always, like, subscribe, share, and activate the notification bell to know when I'll post part 2. See you next Thursday. Bye!
God, literally, my camera hates me. It just hates me. It's just, alright, okay, hopefully that works for me as well.